What's up? I'm Fat Trel, and I'm about to dig at the Okayplayer Lounge. I discovered music in my mom's living room, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe my grandma's living room. I definitely grew up, it was just me and my two brothers and my mother. Music was played all through the house, all day, all night. Well, first you gotta start with this one right here, right? Classic, you feel me? MJ. I'm pretty sure everybody had this in their grandparents' crib, auntie, uncle crib from somewhere. Most likely when I hear new music, it's most likely coming from my oldest daughter. I do have a 17-year-old, she's a senior in high school. So she be putting me up on all the new music and all the new hot artists who about to blow up. Shout out to baby girl. Oh. 2 Live Crew, for sure. I think people discover my music, man, from all walks of life. Even though you make a certain genre of music, I feel like people can relate to it no matter what walk of life they choose to walk. You know, man, I got all types of fans, college, dorms, football players, basketball players, man. I done had police officers approach me and tell me that they listen to my music. I've had a judge tell me that her son plays my music a lot. You know, I'm from Washington, D.C., so he's real big in Washington, D.C., Frankie Beverly and Maze, man. Gotta get this, you feel me? I listen to a lot of Scarface. Of course, I'm from Washington, D.C., so go-go was the main genre of music when I grew up. Definitely Hot Boys and Big Timers when I was young. I believe my first album I ever purchased was Nelly Country Grammar. The Clips, Lord Willin' was one of my favorite albums of all time. And of course, my favorite album and my favorite rapper of all time is Rick Ross, and my favorite album is Port of Miami 1. Shout out to Gucci, shout out to the Trap God Guwap, man, because he molded my lifestyle, my attitude, and my sense of humor. I took a lot of things away from Gucci Mane's personality and his music, for sure. Look at my dog Luke, man. Booty calls and Chants. We definitely got to show Luke some love again. If I could describe my favorite album's artwork, I would say Gleesh by Fat Trel, man. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely my favorite album artwork of all time. We used a play from the show Glee, used the cover to that, and we did some little alternative things ourselves to it. We chose an actor from the show Glee. All of them, they had this thing where they would take a picture with an L over top of their head like this. So we used that. We made her mascara run a little bit like she was crying, and unfortunately we put some on her face, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made the album cover global though, man. Uh-oh. Gotta go with Luther, man. That's a little Slim Luther right there too, man. Know what's up with Slim Luther? I grew up admiring Luke and everything that he stood for, the women. You know, I was on girls' hearts as a little boy, so. And then, you know, I remember growing up and hearing a lot of Erykah Badu around the house. You feel me? Right now, I would have to say my favorite song from my catalog right now at this moment would probably be the record I got called Grown Man Business. I believe that's my favorite record right now because it's a testament to what I'm going through right now in real time. You know, just came home from prison, just got off parole. I've been on probation and parole since I was, 17 years old. It's a testament to what I'm going through in real life. You could kind of get into the mind of Fat Trel, or you could get a feel for what it's like to be Fat Trel and what he goes through on a day-to-day basis. You can never pass Whitney. Sometimes when I'm in the crib, I just look at old Whitney Houston documentaries. I love her upbringing and the way she was always her regardless, but when it came to work, she was professional. But they say she was a wild child too, like when she wasn't at work, and I love that about her because I can relate to that. If I could name 5 songs that are not my own that I could put on a playlist with that record, Grown Man Business, 1 would be Scarface, Money and the Power. 2 would be Rick Ross, White House. Lil Wayne, Hustler Music. Gucci Man, My Kitchen. 5 would be John Legend, It Don't Have to Change. My baby girl bought me like a record player when I came home, right? I don't know why. I ain't asked for it. I don't think I ever remember speaking about it or nothing. She was like, man, pick out some records. And of course, me, I only picked out Anita Baker. But I definitely want to go back, get some Teddy P. So I chose a lot of R&B records, 1, because I grew up in a single parent home. More R&B was played in my household than rap music. My mother used to listen to like Snoop, and that's the only rapper I remember my mother listening to was Snoop Dogg. She listened to a lot of R&B. Number 2, I've always been a ladies' man. I've been on women since an early age. I'm real big on love making. I'm real big on love. I'm a Cancer. I love women. I believe that R&B is a way to the woman's heart. If I go over a female house, I'm gonna definitely throw some R&B on. I'm not gonna sit and ride the trap music while I'm with a female. That's just not what type of dude I am. Oh man, classic, bro. One of the best voices ever. You can never lose with Jill. You bring a female over and light a candle and play Jill, you get in the draws. I believe the last tape I bought was probably Roddy Ricch, Please Excuse Me for Being Anti. Classic album, dope artist. I love his voice, his cadence. His flow needs to be studied for real, because he a California kid. He got roots to and ties to Louisiana. If you knew that about him, you could hear that in his music. Notorious B.I.G., Mobb Deep. Will Smith, they got some Will in here. Okay, Will. Toni could still get my number, I don't care how old she is. The last concert that I attended was the Wale concert at the Tabernacle in Atlanta, Georgia. First of all, Wale, that's my brother, so it was dope to watch him perform. But then again, it was also dope to see the longevity though. To see my dog sell out a venue in Atlanta once again, and you know, to see that crowd sing his music word for word, the concert was definitely dope for sure. Come on, man. Weezy, Cash Money Records. Got to. Baller Blocking was my favorite movie growing up. My DC influences, Oi Boys, Booby, and then mostly go-go's, like the rappers from go-go bands, Los from Backyard, Big G from Backyard whenever he rap. If I can speak to the significance of 3 records on this wall, right, I would say 1, Jill Scott, Philly girl, you know what I'm saying, I'm right down the street in DC. I feel like she always tried to imply some go-go sound music into her music, right? 2, her voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jill Scott's voice is one of a kind, it's very unique. You better back down before you get smacked down, you better chill. Like, I never heard a woman sing about how she'll beat another woman behind her man. Even as a little boy growing up, I just thought that was dope. We definitely gotta go with Lil Wayne, Fireman, right? Growing up, always wanted to be a hot boy. I used to sneak in my mother's closet the night before school, get a couple pieces of jewelry, put it in my room, put it in my book bag, and she'll walk us to school. And then when I get in school, I go in the bathroom, put my mother's jewelry on. I used to think I was Birdman. And then last but not least, Michael Jackson, Thriller. I just recently watched, I believe, 2, maybe 3 documentaries. To watch those producers make every single record from scratch, to the drums, to the keyboards. He would go and fix ad-libs 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later. That was just a dope artist to watch. Everybody wanted to be MJ when he was a young kid. All the women loved Michael Jackson. He is still to this day the biggest star in music who ever lived. Without a doubt, one of the most famous African Americans who ever walked this earth. So you gotta show Michael Jackson love. I'm gonna go with Al, strictly for Mon Dukes. Anything Al, you can't lose. When you hear Al Green, you automatically wanna go mop the floor, clean the bathroom, wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you heard Al, you was usually cleaning up the crib. You feel me? Like, tell me I'm lying, man. Any black household. Yo, what's up? It's Fat Trel. Thank you for watching Digging.